Well, we're watching, like I told you guys, we've been watching quite a few people play Elden Ring. And the game is so long, it's funny because I'm over 80 hours in. It's very easy to watch other people play as long as you don't get too far ahead. You really can't spoil yourself because the game's so damn long that, and there's so much to do that most people who we've been watching haven't even reached the areas that I'm in yet. So it was pretty fun watching these people. Although, admittedly, now here's what's happening. All right, we're getting to the point where people are starting to find the broken stuff in the game, like Mimic Tier before it was nerfed, and everyone had told me, dude, the summons are crazy. Like, the Mimic Tier is broken, and that's why they nerfed it. Now, I don't know, because by the time I got it, already apparently had been nerfed, and personally, I wasn't summoning. As you know, during my Elden Ring playthrough, I am not summoning for bosses unless it's like a steamroll boss where there's no way he's going to beat me anyway, or if it's absolutely like something, a reason where I feel like doing it, but it's been like almost never. I think I summoned once early on, didn't even beat the boss doing it, so then I beat him legit, and then one boss, it was like some really crappy necromancer. I was going to beat him in like 4 hits anyway, so I summoned the Mimic here, and I was like, wow, it is pretty good. So now what we're seeing is there's more than one person who leveled up their Mimic tier and basically kept summoning them. Now, here's the thing, all right? If you're playing Elden Ring and here's a boss, all right? If you've never played a FromSoft game before and you're not good at them and you just want to try to get through it and this is your crutch, then fine, use summons, right? But if you're someone who's played all the FromSoft games before, if you're a fucking content creator who literally has made tons of money playing FromSoft games before, if you're known for being a content creator who plays FromSoft games, why the fuck are you using Mimic Tier? Really? Like, the first time you summon it, you realize it breaks the game. It takes all the aggro off of you. And the boss ends up being so distracted, you get like 50-60% damage on it before it even turns around to hit you. So I actually, in this case, I will agree with those of you who have said constant summoning and using Mimic Tier is broken. Now that I've seen it, more than one person do this in their original supposed to be honest playthroughs firsthand, now that I've seen it happen over and over, I'm like, wow, that actually is pretty broken. And again, I'm not against anyone playing however they want in their first run and having a good time. I'm not. I am against someone who's playing the game, who's a content creator, who literally is saying, well, I don't want to have any challenge. I just want to fucking steamroll the game and really just get through it and see it all and not really have any intentional boss fights or whatever. Because I've seen a couple people do that now, and I'm like, that's kind of stupid. Now, the thing is, when I watch playthroughs, I don't look at the dates. If you remember, the Mimic Tier was nerfed about a week and a half after the release of Elden Ring, and I'm curious if it ended up being nerfed and now these people who used it as a crutch for a long time, now they can't get any further in the game. I don't know. I guess we'll see, but I definitely see it being broken. And it's hilarious because some people in the stream chat right now are like, but you yelled at us for saying it. No. What I said is, people are allowed to play this game however they want. Anyone who is just a normal person who bought the game can use any means necessary to be successful in the game, okay? In my personal playthrough, what have I done? I have tried not to summon. I only did it, twice? And once it was for a steamroll boss. Didn't even matter. I'm personally trying to use different weapons. Just think over the course of my playthrough. I started off with the regular straight sword, went to the curved sword I got from the Bloodhound Knight. Then I went to the Golden Halberd. Then I realized the Golden Halberd is so OP that I purposely nerfed myself by using other weapons, like the Magma Worm sword for a while, right? Then I ended up switching over to the spear, the big tree spear, which I've been using quite a lot. Then I switch over to that special flame sword every once in a while. I'm trying to do variety. I even told you guys at the end of last stream, I'm strongly considering boosting another weapon because I have the materials to do it. And I want to have like another weapon to go to besides the halberd. So, yeah, so what I'm thinking of is doing variety, that makes sense, doesn't it? And that's what I've been trying to do with my playthrough. If I'm going to fight a boss, I'm absolutely going to give it an honest try and try to beat it head up fair. I'm not going to be summoning right away to just get through it quickly and keep going with the game. Even though I know, hey, most people beat this game like 3 weeks ago. I want to do a nice, legit playthrough for you guys. And most of the feedback I've been getting is, thank you for not summoning. Thank you for using a variety of weapons. Your playthrough's more entertaining because of it. And I'm happy about that. I'm watching these people play the game, and this is their first playthrough of the game, and they're summoning all the time, and some of them are using the same fucking weapon the entire game. That I really don't understand. Like, the whole point of a game like this, when you're constantly getting new loot and new weapons, is to try new things and find things that are better than what you're doing. I see people who literally have been playing this game for 30, 40 hours and they haven't switched a weapon yet. And I'm like, dude, you want to talk about boring? And people complain about my playthrough. My playthrough. You tell me my playthrough is boring. There's people out there making content that has, by the way, 20, 30 times the viewership I get. And it's fucking the same weapon the whole playthrough. Like, Jesus, go right to sleep. You know? So anyway, it's funny because people are saying, now you're seeing the light. No, no, no. Again, allow me to explain, okay? Please allow me to explain myself and elaborate on this. Anyone is allowed to play Elden Ring in any way they want if they're doing their own playthrough for themselves. Okay? No one's here to tell you cannot use a summon, you cannot use a fucking mimic here. No. Bad. Anyone can play it however they want. Alright? But there's a combination factor here that if you are making content for an audience, right, it has to be semi-enjoyable. Alright? No, you're not allowed to dictate every single thing that a content creator does in their playthrough. That's incredibly entitled. At the same time, I feel that if a content creator is trying to make a buck putting out content, they should try to put in some effort into doing variety of content and try to entertain you in a way that's challenging. Yes, if you found a method to cheese the entirety of the game, alright, with little to no challenge because you realize, geez, the summoning is really breaking everything, and then you continue to do it, you're basically saying, I don't care about the entertainment factor of the game. I just want to get through it quick. And I hate to say it, that's what I think what a lot of these content creators are doing, because especially those who maybe are going to do more than one run of this game, what I've noticed is they're only halfway through the game and they can't stop talking about their second run. Oh, I cannot wait for my second run when I'm going to do this or this or that. Dude, you haven't seen half the game yet. You're already so ahead of yourself in your mind, thinking about runs that are going to be profitable and shit, that you're not even thinking about what you're doing now. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of annoying to me, because these are people who are, I'll be honest, much bigger than me, much more popular than me. They're making money hand over fist. These are some of these guys that I'm watching are people who are known that all they do is play FromSoft style gameplay stuff. Okay? And it just doesn't make any sense to me that to them, just the enjoyment of the game and exploring isn't even a big deal. I just can't wait to get through this first run so I can get to my fucking special cheese run or challenge run or whatever, which is the next run. What? Just enjoy the game, right? Like, why can't you just honestly enjoy the game? And what's crazy is some of those guys beat the game in a week. And this game is, what, over 100 hours long. That means, just think about this. They were playing over 10 straight hours a day for a fucking week. How can you not get burnt out on a game after you play it over 10 hours a day for over a week straight, and then you're going right back into the game to play it again? I'll be honest, I'm very glad. I'm very glad that I'm a variety content creator. I feel like I'm enjoying Elden Ring because I'm taking my time with it. If I didn't, oh my god. If I was playing it the way that they're playing it, I'd be like, forget it. I don't think I'd get any enjoyment out of it. You know, I'll be honest, I don't envy that. I don't envy that lifestyle. That, oh, Elden Ring is out and now I have to just play it straight for 5 months. Every different kind of variable, every challenge run, the all boss run, the skipped pacifist run, the level 1 run, the beat it with my fists run, you know. Oh my god. I just, you know. No. That is not for me. Okay? Let me open my window now because the landscapers are gone. It's already getting stuffy in here. Okay. So anyway, the reason I started talking about this was obviously because, I was watching it yesterday with my wife. We were relaxing. We were watching various different playthroughs of Elden Ring and seeing some people employ these strategies. And I'm like, dude, I can't believe they did that. Like, that's a way to really cheap your way out of a legitimate first experience of the game, and not be entertaining for your viewing audience, but not care because you're so big. I couldn't believe some of the stuff I was seeing from multiple content creators. So it is what it is, but they won't be able to do that moving forward simply because it doesn't exist anymore. Like I said, that tier was nerfed, and even people are still saying it's still broken, which is kind of ridiculous. But I'm happy I'm not doing that. I really am. I'm happy I'm not doing that. I'm happy that I'm having a good time with the game and not cheesing it